Hey everyone, so this video is about the insights that I have from sitting with fire one day when I was feeling really clouded within myself. I'd just been super confused about just a lot of things and a lot of changes going on in my life, and I had a lot of stagnant emotions. And then intuitively, I just said to myself, hey, let's light a bonfire, let's light a flame, like we need to light a fire. And then I sat outside with my fire, I watched it, and a lot of information came to me, and a lot of energy within myself, like a lot of cloudiness and just stagnant, heavy weighted emotions just got moved and transmuted and elevated, and it was such a powerful flame. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that with everyone, honestly. I wanted to share my insights, I wanted to share that information with everyone, just in case anyone who's watching this video may be feeling clouded. You know, ancient civilizations used to work with fire so closely, that actually fire is the start of a lot of languages. If you do your research, you'll find out that fire is the start of a lot of languages, is the start of a lot of communication, and just how it's the start of a lot of communication is how I wanted to communicate also within myself. So maybe I knew that on an intuitive level, but either way, I'm here today just to share my insights with everyone, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video and resonate with this video. So I lit a bonfire because I felt clouded. Clarity came right away as the spirit was moved, and here is what I learnt from the flames. Fire is vulnerable. Such a powerful element is so timid and almost dainty, becoming truly what you make it. Feed it and it will grow. Overwhelm it and it will struggle. Love it and it will be loving. Like consciousness, a fire must be fed in layers and stages. You don't want a fast-burning consciousness. Let your flame be the eternal fire. Using my routines, I will continue to slow burn. My light will be a flame fed by consciousness, fully consumed, fully transmuted, fully transformed, and fully embodied. The flame has no separation. Once touched by the fire, you are purified. And I'm going to go back to that, definitely. But once touched by the fire, you are fully purified. You are purified. I shall sing, practice gratitude, and be present like the flame. The flames are playful. They learn from the body they burn. And even just when I'm saying that as well, that reminds me of humanity. Like, I believe that we are fire, but that's a different story for a different day. But yes, the flames are playful. They learn from the body they consume. I'm just going to say that one more time so it hits. The flames are playful. They learn from the body, Gaia, Earth, Mother, consciousness, life, you. They learn from the body that they consume. Consuming all of this entity because they play throughout all of the body, bringing its purity to every aspect of the matter and experience. I shall play all throughout my days and non-days, no matter the weather of my emotions. All conversations, communications, internal and external, I bring my purest love. In my anger, in my joy, in my confusion, I bring my joyous love, my purest love, definitely. Recently I've been feeling constricted, like really constricted. I wanted to love, but because others had hurt me, I was calculating my love, and it was just really getting to me. And it's like, nah, how fire, like when I was watching that flame burn, it was like, it just like, and that's another thing that kind of triggers me about being in a family home or being with people from the past, is like they can bring or seed or remind you of old mannerisms, and then you can start acting in that old way, acting in those old mannerisms. Like, say for example, if you practice speaking powerfully and the next thing you know you're around these people and you start speaking small again, you know, I don't want to do that anymore, you know. And but not just with speech as well, like even for example, again, been hurt by certain people, so I'm calculating my love, and it's like through my practices, through knowing myself, like I'm not even about that, but because I attach someone to a negative emotion of the past or my primary experiences, because again my primary experiences are the key experiences of my being, of my inner child, you know. So because of that, because I associate them with such a vulnerable time in my life, I could treat them X, Y, or Z out of anger. I could calculate with my love with them, but through my own practices, through my own discipline, because I make my love a discipline. I make my being a discipline, and my being is love. And so because of that, even though I may feel some type of way and certain emotions may surge, I do not live the past today. I do not act on that person or act towards that person or engage with that person in a certain way because of things that have happened in the past or how I felt in the past. Having conversations with someone and someone says something out of pure ignorance but that triggers me, I'm not gonna then engage with someone just because of how I'm feeling when I'm triggered. My practice is greater than that. I've taught myself greater than that over the years, and so I can do better. And then the flame as well is just like this. Like the flame doesn't care that there is a big log of wood, all of this matter of, you know, a dead tree from the past in front of it. Like the flame is playing. The flame is pure. Purr, you know, purr. Like this flame is pure. And like from the mouth of a dragon, this piece of wood will get disintegrated, will get played with, will be through and through consumed by this holy fire, and the matter will either evaporate or turn to ash. And that is it. And it's not, you know, that the flame is evil for coming there. It's more so the flame was like, hey, hello, yeah, I came here to bring you this and help you to transmute. I came here to be my purest version, to purr. I came here to purr or to purge. And now that we've purged, we can now move on. That which evaporates and goes to the heavens, goes to the heavens. That which turns to ash, to start again, you know? So I was so glad last night, where I just lit the bonfire and had such a beautiful time with myself and with my soul and with my spirit and with this beautiful sacred element of earth. First of all, the wood, and then secondly, the flame, the fire. I'm just so grateful. Yeah, last bit. The flame is unstoppable and changes momentum by moment. Just as it looks like it's dying, it's actually feeding itself and building up. Also as well, because this isn't finished, what I wanted to write as well is allow the flame to die. Like, I was so tempted yesterday to keep the flame going. I was like searching for wood, going for my mum's like recycling, like just being like, no, like I don't want this fire to die. But it's like, nah, let the flame die, like let the purification process happen and let it end, and then see what fruits from that, see what's actually created through this transmutation process. Because again, you've been purified now and you've been through the depths of it, you've played, and now it's time for the work. I believe that flames and fire is actually play and joy. Often fire is demonized, you know, associated with things like hell and certain deities that we don't want to, we don't want to, but that society makes us fearful of, and certain things like fire is seen often as a unruly and nasty element, which isn't true. Like, as I was looking at this, such a pure flame, like the flame is dainty and feminine and masculine, of course. But you know what I mean, but there's just different aspects to it. There's so much yin energy, and there's so much to learn, and more so than even masculine and feminine as well. Like, I felt like the flame was androgynous. The flame was like this pure child, purely in between, just here to grow. And I feel like one of myself as well, like because I think everyone's watched this series. It's called Avatar: The Last Airbender, and obviously it's the Fire Nation that like F's everything up. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix, so go and enjoy yourself. But literally, so like the Fire Nation F's everything up, and then that gave me like a negative connotation with fire. But then when I was watching The Flame yesterday, I was like, the reason why the flame, like the fire eats everything, like fire eats wood, like if fire could eat water, it would. Do you know what I mean? But the reason why fire is like that is because it is so vulnerable. This information, this purity needs stability. Like this flow of energy needs support. It needs someone to rely on, a slower element like earth. Hence why fire consumes the earth, you know, because it's needed. It's a part of the process, not to hate on and be like, fire, you're weak, because without earth you couldn't even burn anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's not to be like that. It's more so fires come with this purest information, but because the information is so pure, so like a child, because a child is so pure and so small and tiny, like you need to, again, in layers, feed this child and enlighten and grow this fire and let this child transcend from its childly earthly body into an eternal being. Just like how this flame is going to turn from, you know, a small little candle lit, now it's going to be like this eternal burning flame. It's going to go from the bird to the phoenix, like it's going to be a full phoenix, like the bird that rises from the ashes kind of thing. And yeah, it's just like watching that bonfire yesterday and just sitting there in meditation, just literally absorbing the flames, like the information from the flames really taught me a lot. Thank you everyone so much for just being present with me through my insights about the fire. I know this video can be seen as super random just because I'm like kind of all over the place, but it's real, it's raw, it's from my experience with the flames of that bonfire that day, and I wanted to share them with everyone. Let me know your perspectives of fire, your experiences with fire, how the element has played a part in your life, and you know, certain experiences and connotations that you may see for yourself. It's great for us to learn together and grow together, so let me know down in the comment section below. As always, you can find me here, so make sure you subscribe, and if you're looking for more information, watch another video. See ya!